the hippie here.
Self-care Siren.
I'm here with Rose, and I'm Christina. So normally it's just me, but I'm having Rose here for another video where we're talking about CBD because Rose is a cannabis coach. Mm-hmm. She's a self-care advocate, is that what you said? Yeah. And a cannabis coach. So if you didn't catch the video before, we talked about cannabis and THC and CBD, and why she does what she does and how it can help you. So today I wanted to just tell a little story, and Rose, you could tell your story too if you want. And then we're going to talk about briefly different ways that you can use CBD or cannabis. So I was introduced to this whole medicinal topical idea of CBD because I was making coconut milk, and so I had my Vitamix, which is like a super powerful blender, and so I was making it. It was super hot, and I'd put it in the blender, and I had been blending it for a while just to get it really like cohesive, and then I decided I was going to stir some vanilla into it, but using the stir button right on my Vitamix. So I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention, and so I thought I was paying attention. I wasn't in a hurry, but anyway, I had poured all the hot scalding coconut milk in the Vitamix, and then put the vanilla in there, and just didn't even really put the lid on very much, because I was just going to hit the little stir button and give it a little woo. And but when I hit the on button, it was on like freaking mega high, and I could hear the motor as soon as it happened. It was like all in a split second. I did the worst thing I could do, which is just instinctive, right? I stepped away because everything in my body was like, get away from the blender, hot liquid. And so I stepped back, and what that did was give the contents of the blender went up in the air, and when they came down, they just all over me. I was like, I would have been better to just stay right in front of the blender. But anyway, so it burnt and scalded, and I had second-degree burns because everything blistered, like all over my face. I happened to close my eye, but I had blisters all over the top of my eyelid, which is, by the way, the thinnest skin on your body. So I blistered all over my chest, and then down my arms because I had a sundress on. And so the first thing I did was I ran and got in the shower. Bad idea. And that was...
You're 0 for 3.
Right? Yeah. So I was all like, I was in shock for a second, right? Because I was just dripping and scalding coconut milk. So I'm like, oh my God. And then I was like, oh, this is bad. So then I ran to the bathroom, and I got in the shower. Bad idea, because for like a half second I was like, oh, yes, like cold water. No,
sandpaper water.
That just hurt so bad. So then I put aloe on it, right? Because aloe is good for burns. Bad idea. Oh my God, that hurts so bad. So anyway, I went to the pharmacist, right? And they sold me some silver colloidal, silver stuff, right? Some silver cream.
Silver.
I don't know. It wasn't that stuff that I normally buy. The silver colloidal stuff. I know what you're talking about. This was like a cream, right? Some over-the-counter, whatever. Anyway, that wasn't helpful either. So I called my friend, literally. I was like asking this guy, because I'm like a natural, holistic person, right? So I asked him, dude, what can I buy to put on my face? I've got a severe burn. I've got blisters all over me. And he said CBD. And this is years ago, right? And I was like, dude, why don't you come up with something that I can actually use? Like some kind of helpful advice would be good about now. So I got the phone, and I was at the all natural hippie store, right? And
I'm just gonna try it to spite him.
Literally, I'm just turned the corner, and literally this end cap, which is like the end of the aisle, was just like, I turned the corner, and it was just CBD bottles of CBD in front of me, and I was like, okay. And I really did feel, I looked around because I was like, is everybody else seeing this right now? It was like, that's random. I've never seen CBD in a store before. And yeah, and I felt like I could hear like angels go, oh! Like, there's the CBD. So these pictures were pretty dramatic of my skin because in 8 hours it was healing it and looking dramatically different. And I have no scars from it. I mean, it was all over my face. So I literally had a line from where my bangs, like, yeah, all of this blistered. This not blistered. So anyway, that was pretty miraculous, I have to say. Like, that was really impressive, and everybody wanted to know what I'd used on it, and I was telling all my yoga students, CBD, don't judge, because this was like years ago. This is seriously like 10 years ago. Everybody was like, what
were you talking about?
CBD?
Yeah.
Anyway, so what was yours? You had an experience? Cereal, that's right. You had CBD cereal.
Yeah, of all things. Freaking cereal. And I honestly was just hungry. I wasn't even high. I didn't have the munchies. I was in the car. I was not driving, and the only thing that I had, it was either ask my partner to pull over and get me snacks at a gas station, or I had the CBD cereal that had been gifted to me, and it was labeled and packaged, so I knew how many milligrams were in it and everything. So I was like, okay.
Well, it was just CBD, but it didn't
just
have...
CBD.
Yeah, so no THC.
No THC.
That's so fascinating.
No milk either. I just like to eat it. And like, I don't know, 45, 50-ish minutes later, my right shoulder locks up really bad. My right collarbone just does not like to be a part of the program. And all of this pain, which is usually worse by wearing a seatbelt in the car across that shoulder, was just like, it had melted off. And it was one of the first times that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm okay with my arm. It's not like I'm holding my arm or I have to do something with it. I actually felt better. And then I was like, did I do stretches earlier? Was this something that I did? Or was this that?
Like, I'm on to something.
What is this? Yeah.
Okay, so let's segue into that. So what are, like, you started to get into CBD and learn about it. And so that's what we were going to talk about in this video, basically, was for a few minutes more, discuss the different ways. So there's topical, like that story where it healed an actual burn way better than all the other things that I tried.
Yep. And topical does not get into your actual system. So even if you do have a ratio, like we mentioned in the first video.
Okay, so like a ratio 2 to 1 or like
THC
a
and CBD are
CBD.
both present. So like I have a pain balm. I have my medical card. I have a pain balm that has both CBD and THC in it.
That's cool.
That will never get me high from my skin. Now your skin's your biggest organ.
Right.
But it just stays localized. So, like, I've done a bunch of massages and my hands... Oh, my client actually wants me to use CBD oil for them because it's something that I am able to offer. I have that all over my hands and arms, and it's amazing. I feel great. But then, in states where you're able to have THC massage, if you have a massage therapist that offers that, they could be elbows up in THC all day, which is not going to get them high.
That's so fascinating.
But they're going to have all of that topical
benefit
injection.
Well, yeah, whenever I was working at a day spa and we did the CBD massages, I was always really happy to give those because I got to use the CBD, you know. It was like,
so that's oil-based usually.
Okay. We had a cream and an oil, so you can get
and
CBD
a balm and a
balm and a salve. So there's concentrated ones also. And then what else? I've seen CBD waters.
Yep.
So that doesn't have any THC. Okay, sodas.
Lollipops.
Ooh, and a balm, a lip balm.
Chapstick, lip balm, sublingual spray.
Yeah.
Under the tongue sublingual.
Okay.
Breath mints.
All right. Yeah, I've seen breath mints.
Lozenges, candy.
They have it all.
Everything.
Like, even, like, because...
Personal lubricant,
right? I've seen that. And then also...
Bath bombs.
Bath bombs. That's good.
Facial toner. Cannabinoids are one of the best ways to, like, rejuvenate the skin on the face. Like, I am very stretchy, but I started to have little baby wrinkles.
Right.
And it was, like, 3 days later.
I think I want to start using a skincare. Okay, cool. A skincare line that has CBD in it. I saw that they have these now, right? And I guess they're going to be having more and more companies. But
if you just Google CBD, whatever the heck it was you were about to go type into that place that shops for you online already,
right,
you're going to find it. Hair serum,
right?
Nasal spray.
There's no end to
I'm sure they have freaking eyeliner.
Right? I bet they're putting CBD in everything.
It's great for pets. No THC for pets ever. The end of story. No.
Okay. No pet.
No. They don't get it. They don't know what's going on. It's not therapeutic for them. If your dog has anxiety, let's go talk to an actual professional about that. But CBD for pets can be amazing.
It can help with their anxiety, right?
And it's anti-cancer.
Oh. Oh, right. Yeah, because cannabis cures cancer, even though the government doesn't want you to know that anyway.
Well, I think that I don't like to use the word cure around cancer.
Right. I hear you. But I guess they did studies.
That's just after the cancer journey I watched.
Right. I hear you. Well, I think it has to be done a different way, though. But they've proven, people themselves.
Cannabis is also one of the ways that you don't get COVID.
Oh, we'll have to talk about that in another video.
Not a scientist.
All right, so there's lots of different ways and applications of CBD, and this was like a little way to educate. So we're going to have another video. Our next little video here is going to be ways to make. So you can buy it, right, any which way you want, like we just talked about. But then you can also...
It can be expensive.
Yeah, it can be expensive to buy it from these other companies. And then... sometimes I really question the quality as well.
Or the other stuff they put in there.
Right, they do.
As soon as something says terpene enriched, I don't want anything to do with it.
All right, so we have a lot of things to discuss in the next video. So we're going to discuss how to make your own CBD oils and balms and bath things and, different things like that. And basically use all of it. Like you could buy just the CBD flour, and then you can make all these different things that we just discussed. So we're going to do that next. So I hope you will tune in for that, and we love you. And like the video, subscribe for more. If you want to talk to Rose, her info is going to be in the description.